Have you ever wondered why Picasso's art seems to have de-evolved over time, from intricate and detailed to simple and childlike? A question that stirs the minds of many. Pablo Picasso, a name synonymous with revolutionary art, embarked on a journey that would forever change the landscape of art. As a young prodigy, his early years were marked by an adherence to classical styles, painting realistic portraits and landscapes that demonstrated his remarkable skill. Yet, as he delved deeper into his craft, his style began to shift. Picasso's Blue Period marked the beginning of this transformation, a period characterized by somber, monochromatic paintings. But this was no regression. Instead, Picasso was breaking away from convention, embracing a more abstract approach. His art was becoming a reflection of his emotions, his experiences, his perspective of the world, raw and unfiltered. And so he traded intricacy for simplicity, detail for abstraction. But this was just the beginning of Picasso's revolutionary journey. Picasso's Blue Period marked the start of his departure from the norm. But what sparked this change? This significant shift in Picasso's artistic style was heavily influenced by his emotional state and personal circumstances. The Blue Period, which spanned from 1901 to 1904, is characterized by somber, monochromatic blue and blue-green paintings, mirroring Picasso's feelings of despair and desolation following the suicide of his close friend, Carlos Casagemas. However, as Picasso moved to Paris and his circumstances began to change, so did his art. The Rose Period, which commenced in 1904 and lasted until 1906, saw a marked shift in Picasso's palette. The melancholic blues were replaced by warmer hues of orange and pink, reflecting a more positive and hopeful phase in Picasso's life. This period was influenced by his exposure to French society and the joyous atmosphere of the circus, which frequently featured in his work. And then, Picasso introduced a new style that would forever change the face of art. Ever wondered how a painting can show multiple perspectives at once? Picasso's answer was Cubism. Now, let's delve into this revolutionary artistic movement and Picasso's role in its birth. As we move into the early 20th century, Picasso's style began to fragment, becoming more abstract, more daring. This was the dawn of Cubism, an artistic revolution that Picasso co-founded with Georges Braque. Cubism broke the norms of traditional art, presenting multiple viewpoints in a single image. Imagine looking at a scene through a shattered mirror, each fragment reflecting a different angle, a different perspective. Picasso and Braque took this concept and applied it to canvas, creating a complex and intriguing interplay of shapes and forms. The birth of Cubism was a turning point in Picasso's artistic journey, marking a shift from the emotional intensity of his Blue and Rose periods to a more intellectual and abstract approach. Picasso's art was evolving, becoming more abstract and less perfect. But why? As Picasso aged, his art became even more simplified, almost childlike. Was this a regression or a deliberate artistic choice? It's an intriguing question to ponder. In his mature years, Picasso's art took on a distinctly whimsical, even juvenile style. The intricate details, the precise lines, and the realistic representations of his earlier periods were replaced by abstract shapes, bold colors, and a simplicity that was raw and untamed. This was a period of time when Picasso, having already achieved immense fame and recognition, chose to break away from the constraints of classical art and embraced a more liberated form of expression. His strokes were more fluid, his subjects more abstract, and his art more reflective of his inner world. But was this a decline in Picasso's artistic ability, as some critics suggest, or was it a natural evolution, a deliberate choice to see the world through a child's eyes and paint it as such? Picasso himself gives us a clue. He once said, "When I was a child, my mother said to me, 'If you become a soldier, you'll be a general. If you become a monk, you'll end up as the Pope.' Instead, I became a painter and wound up as Picasso." In the later years of his life, Picasso was not trying to impress or conform. He was simply expressing himself in the most authentic way he knew how. His later works, with their simplicity and abstract nature, were not a reflection of his declining skills, but rather they were a testament to his continued exploration of art and his relentless pursuit of authenticity. Picasso's legacy is not just his vast body of work, but also his courage to break free from traditional norms and his relentless desire to innovate. Today, his art continues to inspire artists around the world, encouraging them to challenge conventions and to express their own unique voices through their work. Picasso once said, "It took me 4 years to paint like Raphael, but a lifetime to paint like a child." Perhaps in Picasso's eyes, his art didn't de-evolve, but rather, it was freed. Picasso's later years and his legacy remind us that art is not about perfection, but about authenticity, about seeing the world in our own unique way and having the courage to express it.